Welcome back to App Inventor. We're going to now see how to test the app without having Android phone or tablet. So I already have the emulator open here, but it usually takes about 2 minutes to load it for the first time. So by clicking on connect and then choosing the emulator option, and after waiting about 1 or 2 minutes, the emulator will be open. So last time in the video, we tested this with using actual phone. This time we're just using the emulator. So if I enter here any name, let's say Michael, and then press hello, I can hear hello Michael. To see that this is actually live testing, I can just drag a button onto this form here, and then if I show you the emulator, it just reloads every time you add something new, and then it shows you this is the new button. If I want to delete this button, I can easily just click the button and then click on delete. After clicking on OK here, I can now bring up the emulator again, and we'll see it will be gone here. Okay, so that's about testing, and now let's see how we can create some app, simple, bouncy ball app, something that students really like. So from projects, we can just start a new project. And then I'm going to name it, let's say, Bouncy Ball. And then just have to wait a little bit. And here is our new project. So in this project, we are not going to use text box or button. We can just use from the drawing animation drawer. I'm going to use the canvas. Canvas in App Inventor is used for any animation. So if you want to do, let's say in this example, ball bouncing or any brick breaker game, or let's say soccer game, golf, anything like that, we need to use canvas, and then we're drawing everything on the canvas. So the canvas has some important properties here, which the most important are the height and the width. So for the width, I'm going to use 100% of the screen. But for the height, I want to use some buttons below, so I'm going to maybe just use about 60% of the screen. Okay, so this is how big the canvas is. To make it easier to notice where the canvas is, I can just use the blue color. And then what I want to do, I'm going to use the ball component. I'm going to drag it here onto the canvas. By default, it is black color. It is radius of 5 pixels. So I'll just change it to 10 pixels so we can easily see it. And then I'll change the color to yellow. Okay, so here's the ball. It's on the canvas. And now, right, currently the canvas is selected. I have to click on the ball to see what are the properties for the ball. Okay, so currently the speed of the ball is 0. So even in the emulator, the ball is not moving. So I can just change it, let's say, to 2 pixels. And then when I open the emulator again, it's going to refresh. It's moving into, right, this is 0 angle. If I change the heading now to 45 degrees and go back to the emulator is going to restart. And now it's moving into 45-degree angle. Right, so heading, speed, radius, and then the interval is also important. This is how often the screen is refreshing. So now it's refreshing 10 times every second. This is 100 milliseconds. So as you can see now, once the ball reaches this top right corner, it's going to be stuck there. So now we can add some code to actually make it bounce off that wall. So let's go to the blocks. And in this program, currently we're just using the canvas and the ball. And everything in this program will be basically related to the ball. So there are different events here, but the one that we're going to use is the when ball edge reach. So when the ball touches one of the 4 edges, we want to do something with the ball. And if you click again on the ball, we can see what is available for us. So first 7 or 8 are events. What we want to do, we want to make the ball bounce from the edge, right? So I'm going to use this call ball1 bounce. And then now we have to know which edge did we touch. Is it the top, bottom, right, or left? This is just telling us that currently we have an error because we didn't finish this command here. So I have to dismiss this. It might show up again in 5 seconds, but I can click on dismiss, and now I have to click on the edge here. And then if I click on the edge, we should be able to see the get edge. Not sure if my mouse is not okay. It is okay. So instead of clicking, just hovering. Now they changed that. So get edge. So this get edge has to be exactly there. Okay. Here's a snap. So now we'll see. Go back to the emulator, and you can see the ball is already bouncing back. I'm going to quickly just change. So I can go to the designer, back to the designer, and change the speed of the ball. So let's say I can make it 8 pixels. So let's see, again, this is now refreshing. And as you can see now, it is bouncing much faster. This is now, let me see how to hide. Okay, now we can hide the keyboard. So this is the canvas. If it touches any of the edges, the ball is just bouncing. Interval changing. Usually it works better if you have lower intervals and not so great speed. So now I have interval of 10. So it's constantly updating. As you can see, it's much faster, but then it's not so smooth. So I would just change maybe the speed to, again, 2, but now we have the interval is 10 milliseconds. Okay, so now it's better movement. Okay, I'm going to stop this video here. In the next video, we can see how we can add 2 more buttons here that are going to control the speed of this ball. We can increase or decrease the speed.